What is going on, everybody? Good evening. This is stream number 2 of Two Stream Thursday here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. We're also live over on the Twitch. We're also live on Twitter. Wherever you're at, thank you for tuning in. You guys are awesome as always. But if you're on YouTube, more important, that's like the main feed here, the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media and all that fun stuff here. As always, I am that dude that they call Steve. Yeah, I'm here joined by the good brother here, the big advocate here for PCO to be champion in 2024. The one, the only Cpeezy. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Steve, man? Yes, PCO for TNA World Champ 2024. MAGA Mustafa Ali, he has his little campaign. I got my little campaign going too, Steve. So
you go start coming in suits, advocating. Word. Well, absolutely. But again, guys, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share through social media. I have been active as it is. I've been active on Twitter, something I normally don't even do. Like I've been active on the Twitter throughout the show. You know what I mean? I can't do it for all the shows now, but I try here. But in case you missed it early in the day, we were live for another live episode of SAD, something about Dynamite. Sting's final
he decided to put on a jacket for once. I guess he found it. It was probably sitting somewhere in the old storage bin, collecting dust older than he is. But yeah, he put it on.
Getting old TNA vibe with that jacket, right? Yeah. That stuff. So in case you missed that, go give that a listen. Once again, in case you ever wondered as well, the rating was 822,000. So you already know.
Oh yeah, man,
got Millie. Yeah, in case y'all missed it.
Man.
Okay, but I know Cpeezy loves this. I know he loves it. So
no Millie.
You know what I'm saying? So there's that, Sue. But the main focus of today's show was TNA. Impact. This is the post No Surrender episode of Impact. We didn't get to review No Surrender, but I want to get your quick thoughts. Your thoughts on No Surrender as well. If you were able to watch it, what's your thoughts?
So I feel weird if I say it in the whole span because I did have to watch it in like
parts,
pieces. Yeah. But from what I saw everything, but the show was it was pretty good. I was shocked that the X Division title main evented here
for the first time in like 2005. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially considering like you have the show called No Surrender. You made a No Surrender match between Moose and Alex Shelley, and that wasn't your main event. I don't know, but
absolutely. Yeah. It did feel kind of weird, right? It did feel like, the world title, but I like the fact that sometimes, they went back to their roots. We'll put them on the map, and that was that X Division. And also, you could say, "Oh, you know what? It's a former WWE guy. This is only right. We put him in the main event." And I said, as I'm happy for Mustafa Ali, I said this on Kitchen. I'm happy for the guy, but I'll be remiss if I don't admit that it's a LOL TNA moment. Some things never change. Old regime, new regimes, things never change. The former Fed guy has to go over the original. Things never change in this company, but it is what it is. I thought tonight's episode of Impact, what it did was it build up to sacrifice. It did build a lot of build up, which I'm excited for, honestly. I really am excited. If we can, we got to get a review done or prediction stream done for that.
Yeah. For sure.
If not, because of our schedules, we'll probably record it and post it, for the viewers and all that stuff. It's probably going to be the wave, if you will. But overall, there's some announcements that were made. There was a signing that was done and all that stuff, which we'll get into and all that stuff. But chime down below in the chat, wherever you're at. Let us know your thoughts on the show. What did you like? What did you not like? And all that fun stuff. We got Sherry right here. I believe in Joe Hendry. It's fine. It is what it is. And trust the system.
Yeah, you gotta trust the system, Steve. You know, mid-card Moose. You know, trust the system.
I almost, you know what's crazy? I almost read shock the system. I'm like, well, wait a minute. So let's get into the shall we? Let's get into the meat and potatoes here, if you might, and
Yeah.
you know how it is, man, and you know.
Anywho,
So we opened the show up, bro, with Speedball. Well, first and foremost, first of all, 1 second here. With that squares, I bet. That's about to make sure here. Boom. There you go. If you notice, they opened up the show with tribute to both Virgil and, of course, Ole Anderson, who both passed away this week. Our thoughts once again go to the family of Ole Anderson and, of course, Virgil.
So sudden.
I'm telling you this right now, bro. Virgil's up there in heaven right now, trying to make a buck out of Jesus, bro. He's charging Jesus for a photo right now in heaven, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Thanks.
You at the pearly gates right now. That'd be $15, bro. That'd be $50, bro. $50 right off the rip.
For real.
I mean, someone had to say it, bro. Like, come on, it's Virgil. It's Virgil.
Yeah, man. I don't think that's bad.
No, you'll be surprised. How dare you guys say that? How dare you? They be said that. How dare you say that, man?
Yeah, you can't say anything these days, man.
You can't. I said this early on Sat, bro. I remember back in the day, you used to go to a wrestling show. You can cheer and boo whoever the fuck you wanted. No one would give a damn.
Yeah. Now it's like.
Yeah, now it's like, how you can't. Those were the days. So we opened the show up. Opening match here, we had Speedball Mike Bailey versus Steve Maclin. Steve Maclin was accompanied by the Rascals, and I thought overall it was a fun opener, a very fun opener. Yeah. Two former champions in their own right. Mike Bailey, a former X Division champion, Steve Maclin, former world champion, and again they had a very good back and forth. The Rascals did get involved, which I was expecting. I'm not surprised by no means at all, right? I'm not surprised. Yeah. But they were going back and forth, near falls here. Mike Bailey was selling his knee injury, his foot injury here, right? He was selling it, right? Like it was no tomorrow, bro. And that was a little concerned as well, right? Because he was trying to do the kicks, right? What the hell happened? Okay. You good, Brody?
What the heck? Put me out, Steve. Something.
Put you back on. I think it's the webcam. Check your webcam, brother. Check your webcam. But in the meantime, yeah, Speedball Mike Bailey was selling his leg, right? So you already know. He went for like the spinning kick that he does in the corner. It got countered. He went for that like 450 to the back. It got countered as well. Steve Maclin went for the KIA. It got countered as well. And then it got countered into a roll-up. And then Steve Maclin held on and he hit the KIA for the 1-2-3. Steve Maclin got the win. Now, after the match, he got on the microphone. And in his mind, it's like, yo, I took out Nick Nemeth. I took him out. I'm the reason why he's no longer here. I ran him away from TNA. I told you all he's going to use TNA as a stepping stool, right? As a springboard, right? A leech, if you will, right? And then via satellite, Nick Nemeth on the screen a video appeared on the screen. Is Nick Nemeth live from Japan, where he won the New Japan Global Championship. Almost at IWGP, but you know, it is what it is. And that's fine. Where he won the Global Championship from David Finlay. And he proceeds to tell him, you know, you didn't run me away from TNA. You know, again, he's someone that goes everywhere and he fights. He's somewhere different every single night. And this proceeds to have Nick Nemeth challenged Steve Macklin to a match at Sacrifice, and it's official. It's going down at Sacrifice. Nick Nemeth versus Steve Macklin for the first time going at it. And listen, Nick Nemeth is having a blast right now on the independents. He's tearing it up on the indies. He's tearing it up in New Japan, right? He won the global championship from David Finlay. I know some people felt some type of way about it, and it's fine. It is what it is, right? And again, also he's having a blast in TNA. He is literally having the time of his life right now. And there's no doubt in my mind these two guys will go at it and, no pun intended, steal the show, if you will. But who knows? Maybe, just maybe, because, TNA does have, in a way, a relationship with New Japan. Could it be that the title will be up on the line? You would think, hey, if you're New Japan, you would want Nick Nemeth to defend this title wherever he's at, wherever, they're partnered with. And again, they are partnered with TNA. They have that relationship. So who's to say, right? He shows up, defends the title, and, who knows? We'll see what happens. But let me know your thoughts in the chat. Steve Cpeezy will be coming back momentarily. He did have an issue with his computer. It is what it is. Things happen here. Happen to the best of us. So he'll be back momentarily. From there, we saw Kazarian having arguments backstage, in the end with security guards. If you remember, at a No Surrender, he did lose to Eric Young. He lost to Eric Young in a number one contenders match, the Battle of the TNA Originals. Yeah, remember that? The Battle of the TNA Originals. He lost. Look at this dude here. What's going on, Goldo? What's going on, bro? Yeah, you will see me. Yeah, you will see me at work, bro. What's going on, brother? What's going on? You good, fam?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Good. I don't know what was going on there.
You good, bro. You good. You good.
Seems like those PCO haters were trying to kick me off here. I don't know.
I don't know, brother. He probably was. Yeah, probably was. But what's it called? Where was I here? So I was talking about, again, while you were gone, I was talking about Nick Nemeth and him, Steve Macklin, right? How at Sacrifice it is official, right? It is official, right? At Sacrifice it is official, right? How about all with you, Gio? How about all well with you, brother? It's been a minute. I even got a vape here, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But what's it called? I was saying, how Nick Nemeth's having the time of his life right now while you were gone, right? Tearing it up in the independents on GCW, went to Japan, right? Being that there's this relationship, right, with New Japan and TNA, sort of, you would think that, well, who knows now? Now Scott D'Amore's gone. We don't know, right? Could it be that it's PC? It's not PC. You probably wish it's PC. You wish it's PCO. You want to be PCO. Could it be that we see Nick Nemeth versus Steve Macklin for the title? That global championship? Young Lion Nick Nemeth?
Yeah. Putting in that work.
Putting in that strong style, man. That strong style.
Yeah, those super kicks.
Super, yes. Yeah. SmackDown tomorrow. Dwayne's going to be there.
Yeah, 3 weeks of Dwayne.
3 weeks of Dwayne. He's not filming no movie. Building up to WrestleMania. But what's it called? Again, we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes down with that. I talked about Kazarian as well. You guys remember?
Main event Frankie?
Main event Frankie, yeah. Main event Frankie. Remember, he lost to Eric Young at No Surrender. He lost.
What a shame.
What a shame. Yeah, absolutely. What a shame, bro.
What a shame.
In the mud, bro. In the fucking mud, right?
That's that Tommy Dreamer booking right there. You build up main event Frankie, turns heel, and he doesn't even get a world title match. Come on.
Scott D'Amore would never. Yeah.
Our boy Scott D'Amore would never. Hashtag we want Scott. Come on.
Now listen, Eric Young said, the company got to move on. So we got to trust the process.
okay.
I'm sure he does. Yeah, I know. I wonder now why, right? I wonder now why. Of course, I got to remember at sacrifice, going to be Moose and Eric Young for the first time ever for the TNA World Title, man. TNA for the first time ever. What are we doing? What are we doing, yo? What the fuck are we doing?
Man, EY gets the Triple H beard, and man,
The suit.
he just adapts the whole process.
Looks like Walmart Paul, bro. Like for real, yo. Like 2014 Triple H on the ramp there, like on the fucking front next to the talent. Oh man, yeah, what are we doing? But basically, he's arguing with Gia Miller. Okay, he's trying to get in the building, but because what happened after the match, he assaulted officials, right? He called the poor referee, just doing his job, man.
Yeah,
he's suspended.
Lame.
Yeah, I'm like,
lame.
I'm like, what are we doing? But he has a message for Santino, if that's what he really wants to do. And he got close to Gia Miller. I'm like, oh shit. Be careful now. Be careful. Be careful, bro. Be careful.
Yo, Big Frankie on Demon Time. Oh man.
PCO for TNA champ, bro. Just want to see the world burn. Romeo. But after that, we got Jake Something versus Laredo Kid. Now, Jake Something challenged Mustafa Ali for the X Division title. That's what they mentioned this on the program.
Yeah.
You just wish they would have announced it for Sacrifice, but that ain't gonna happen. Sorry, Jake. You ain't getting no title match for Sacrifice, buddy. You challenged him? Yeah, that's nice, but you not getting no championship match. Nah. It ain't happening, fam. It ain't happening.
Oh man, poor Jake. He was like this.
Yeah. No limits, no limits, He wrestled Laredo Kid. And listen, because of what I heard, I'm like, you knew he was winning.
Yeah.
It was a fun X Division. I'm not going to say this was like crazy. Go out of your way to watch this. No.
Yeah.
It's just a solid X Division match. You know what I mean? Yeah. Likely they'll probably do the match at the taping probably next time, whenever that is. So we'll see how that goes. But what was your overall thoughts, Cpeezy, on Jake Something versus Laredo Kid and him challenging Mustafa Ali for the title?
Oh man, Laredo Kid, he has to just, I don't know. He must be getting paid a good sum of money to do all these jobs for TNA talent, because this guy I swear he's never won a match on TNA program in like the past year.
He won some matches. Come on, I remember during the pandemic era, he was
winning matches. Pandemic. That's like 2021, 2020. We're in 2024, and Laredo Kid's still doing the job, but that doesn't matter here. Somebody has to do it. And Jake Something, I agree with Sherry here. Jake Something is a good wrestler.
He is a good wrestler.
He really is. He's pretty.
And I guarantee you, if his ex was in the front row, just like Tracy Cortez was in the front row against Brian Ortega, versus the Irish, I'm sure Jake Something would have squashed Laredo Kid. You know what I
mean? Oh man. But
you probably thought that was Cool Hand Angela Parker. He was wrestling there. You know what I mean?
Oh no!
In case y'all didn't know, Jake Something and Ruby Soho used to date.
Yeah, man.
Over the days.
Maybe that's why when he got his release from TNA, he couldn't pick up work elsewhere. But hey, that's besides the point.
It's around the point. Yeah. It's around the point.
It's around the point.
Yes. So we'll see how that goes. We did get another episode of the Sound Check, and this time, Alan Angels,
Baby Josh,
extra time in the dryer, Josh Alexander here, Mini Josh,
Keto Josh Alexander,
yes, keto plant-based Josh Alexander, pescatarian Alexander, pescatarian Alexander here, was trying to do this little talk show Mabob thing, right? He probably think he's RJ City or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So bad he didn't win he didn't win no award. What the fuck is this? But he had Khan as a guest. Now again, two guys who were at one point were they part of the design together at that point? Or they were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they were part of the design. And all I know from this, bro, Khan said that he follows no one and he goes wherever he wants to go before declaring that he was the baddest man in TNA. And then the segment got interrupted, of course, by your guy, PCO.
Let's go, bro.
Fucked up the sound system here. And, I'm surprised. Again, we saw what happened in No Surrender, right? The match didn't, again, ended in the DQ.
Yeah. It just went bonkers, man. PCO was just too real to wrestle that night. Like, Big Con, he realized there was no way he was going to win this.
He fucked up, man. You know what? I'm surprised they didn't make that match official for the pay-per-view. You would think a Monsters Ball at this point in junction.
That's what I'm saying. We want to see these guys die. I mean, not literally.
Whoa.
Not
Easy peasy.
Whoa. Wait. I'm sorry. Poor timing.
Steve Cpeezy. Oh, come on. Oh, man.
Poor timing.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Poor timing. We want to see these guys hurt each other very badly.
Hey,
but be safe at the same time. You know.
Okay, I know.
I'll stop.
Oof, come on, man. Come on.
It's been real around the point. I think I'm canceled now. So.
Nah. Oh, come on! Don't say that. Don't say that. What's it called? What's it called here? Let's see here. What else happened on this show here? We have Rich Swann and Joe Henry versus AJ Frank, the debut of Dala and Cody Deaner. Listen, I didn't think, to be honest with you, I didn't think Top Dollar looked bad. Yes, his theme song is we outside, but how are you outside but you're inside of a building? I never understood that. Maybe it's the fact that I'm old, right? I'm 33, right? Yeah. But I know the kids now say, yeah, yo, we outside, yo.
Yeah.
How are you outside but you're partying inside of a building? How does that work out? Like, how are you outside, man?
Hey, man. That's pro wrestling logic for you.
You know what I mean? But he didn't look bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got his shit in, right? He uses power, right? Joe Henry, before the match, cut a promo saying, he doesn't want no one booing Top Dollar, or I'm sorry, Dollar, or AJ Francis, whatever you want to call it.
AJ Francis.
I don't want no one to say AJ sucks, and people in the crowd chanting, obviously. Rich Swann looked like he just didn't give a fuck, bro. So he had on his feet, bro. The kick pads were all loose and shit, like. Bro, he's
Richie, man. What happened?
He's ready to leave, bro. He's lost to Kenny Omega in 2021. Has not been the same, bro. He has not been the same, bro.
Richie in the mud, bro. And it's not even like if he goes elsewhere, he's going to be as successful because
he had to go on a highway and drive. So,
oh man,
if you know what I'm saying,
Steve,
in the mud. You know what's crazy? What's crazy, bro? When I promoted the show, I tagged TNA. They're probably watching this.
Oh man, this would be the last time they watch. They might get this blacklisted over here.
Yeah, we can't get no interviews now. We can't get no interviews, man. We're gonna be like your boy.
Yeah, we were advocating for two people dying and making a Rich Swann highway joke.
Yeah, but again, the match for what it was okay. Okay, it was an okay match. It ended up with Rich Swann and Joe Henry getting the win over Deaner and Francis, which again, Deaner ate the pin. But what else is new?
Good.
You're not gonna have Top Dollar. I'm sorry, Dollar. Or whatever you want to call
AJ Frank. You know what we should call him? The future X Division champion. If that doesn't happen,
I would do that, honestly. I really would do that. You want to put heat on this guy? You want to put heat on that belt? Let him wear the... Yes, it will be another LOTNA moment.
Yes.
But fuck it, I'll do it.
That's going to get people talking. I mean, here's the thing. This is what I say about Dollar or AJ Francis. This guy actually is probably the only wrestler in TNA right now that's actually giving TNA not a lot, but some sort of crossover exposure. I mean, he's reaching different markets that the normal TNA normally wouldn't do, So he
Absolutely.
benefits somewhat in that perspective. So
Absolutely.
more than
Of course.
Tyrus, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, come on now. He's probably helping kill homework right now. Come on, be nice, man. Be nice. We got a Decay vignette after this, where they said they were patient despite losing the TNA Knockout Tag titles, and they had intentions of regetting their titles back.
Yeah, that was such a random title change. I was like,
I don't know what it was, bro.
what are we doing? I
don't know. Again, I'll be honest with you. And this, I think, just like the Fed, many people don't care for the women tag titles.
Yeah.
Same can be said in TNA. I know in TNA they treat the women more different, is more respected. I get that, right? But I think we could retire those belts. We don't need knockouts.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, maybe I'm just being like ignorant to the fact, or I'm not really watching much of the indies, which I don't as much as I used to. But you don't see like a lot of women's based tag teams just as themselves, like kind of working throughout the indies. So it's not like a company could go say, all right, we're going to take these two girls and bring them into this tag division. Usually what it is just two singles girls that they just slapped together, and now they want them to be a tag team.
Yeah, basically. All right, now you got a tag team now.
Yeah.
Impress us, basically. That's what it is. But likely at Sacrifice, they'll run it back. You know what I mean? And likely MK Ultra will retain. I would hope so, for everyone's sake, right? For everyone's sake, just retain those titles, mamas. Retain those titles. After this, they made a big announcement. They made the announcement that former MLW world champion, former MLW national I hope I'm saying it right here, national open weight champion, right?
Yep.
Alexander Hammerstone has signed with TNA.
Wait a minute, Steve. Who's Alexander Hammerstone?
Alex Hammerstone. Alex Hammerstone.
I see Hammerstone here. Did they VKM him? We can't say his name, so did they
Hammerstone?
Yeah,
Hammerstone.
Hammerstone. Yeah,
which is fine, because again, he's Alex Hammerstone outside, but here it's like, you know what it reminds me of, dude? It reminds me of I know he does like one-off for AEW now. Former X Division champion Rohi Raju, right? In TNA, he was Rohi Raju, but on the independents, he was Hakeem Zayn.
All right, yeah, that is true.
So you keep your name. It makes sense to me. I'm fine with that. But nevertheless, good signing for TNA.
Yeah.
Listen, you couldn't sign Okada, which was like a Hail Mary if you did, right? You couldn't sign Will Ospreay, which would have been another Hail Mary, right?
Yeah.
But you got Hammerstone. That guy is going to be a world champion. He's going to be a world champion in TNA.
Heck yeah. I definitely agree.
By the time we get into next year, he'll be a world champion in TNA. Maybe sooner. Who knows? Maybe sooner. But if you guys remember at Bound for Glory, he did wrestle Josh Alexander, right?
Yep.
Great match.
Yes,
right?
Very good.
And they interviewed Alexander. They interviewed him about it, right? They interviewed him. And he was interrupted by Dirty Dango, Alpha Bravo, and Oleg Prudius. And they tried promoting the wrestling school and challenge anyone, right? So basically, this match will be probably next week, but it is official. What is official, though, is that at Sacrifice, they're going to run it back.
Yes, sir.
One more time, yo. This is the real Meat Madness right here, bro. This is the real.
Big facts.
The real Meat Madness right here, yo. Alex Hammerstone versus Josh Alexander, one-on-one. I do think here Hammerstone does get his win back.
God could only hope he does. No, clearly he's gonna get it back. The only reason why I feel like he lost is because he wasn't signed yet. Yeah,
but they're working on it. Yeah. But you know what I think it is too, though? I think it's also like an ego check. I'm not saying that Hammerstone has an ego. I'm not saying that, but you would think because he's been around MLW for so long, he was former world champion, right? Held that title for a minute, until he dropped it to Alex Kane, and then Alex Kane just dropped it to freaking Satoshi Kojima for whatever reason. It is what it is, right?
Yeah,
but it's like, all right, you're here now. we're just gonna have you take this to see how you react to it.
Yeah, can you do business,
Can you
basically?
can you do business? And it's great to see that he can. You
Yeah.
know, I'm sure a lot of people would love to seen him in the Fed, right?
Yeah.
Or over there in Jacksonville with Jacksonville Dixie over there. It's fine,
Jacksonville Dixie.
but it's fine, dude. Guess what, dude? I do think in TNA he will shine. And again, just like I agree with Romeo here. Congrats to him. TNA has their Triple H. They do. So
Yeah.
we'll see. And who knows? Maybe through this because of I hope they still have it, right? The relationship with New Japan. Imagine Hammerstone in Japan in the
Man,
G1. I'm just saying, bro.
there's some good matches in there for him.
Yeah,
Definitely, most definitely.
Can't wrestle Okada no more, but still, hey,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You have Yoda Sushi, you have Naito to wrestle.
Yeah, he can fight Ishii.
Yeah, exactly. Fight Ishii. Fight Goto, if that matters anything, you know what I mean? Or my boy Steve Aoki. I'm sorry, Yoda Sushi. And
Stevie Aoki.
he looks like it, bro.
You gonna throw a cake?
Yeah, exactly. We got an introduction, right? It was time for the X Division inauguration ceremony for
Yes.
Mustafa Ali. You had the good hands do the introduction, right? The host of this, right? Al-K Mustafa Ali, or like you were calling him earlier, Maga Ali, right?
Magafa.
Magafa. All he was missing was this now, right? Missing his trench coat, his jacket, right?
Oh my.
Got a big ovation.
He really did, though.
Talk about making the X Division great again.
Yeah, that's when I gave him the name right there. I'm like, yep, we know.
And he's from Chicago too, man. Oh man.
Oh man. I don't think the streets of Chicago gonna like that.
And he was a member, man. He was a cop at one time. He was law enforcement. So
well, that explains a lot. Anyways.
yeah, that explains. And then he gets interrupted by Chris Sabin, the former champion. Because you remember at No Surrender, there was some little controversy. The good hands got involved, and they talked about how they're both similar, right? They embrace change, but there's a difference in both of them, right?
Yeah.
It's like he was trying to get his rematch, but not getting his rematch, right? Mustafa Ali put his fingers on him, like put his hands on him and poked at him and shit. They ended up brawling, right? The numbers game took advantage. And then out of nowhere, we saw Kushida and Kevin Knight make the save. There's a brawl. Ali's mad. He cut a promo backstage, right? And he cut a promo backstage and he called out Chris Sabin, Kushida, and Kevin Knight, and said that your actions at the inauguration ceremony would have consequences. And the consequences, you know what that is, bro? I'm glad y'all asked, bro. I'm glad y'all motherfuckers asked, yo, because that sacrifice is gonna be Mustafa Ali in the good hands versus Kushida, Sabin, and Kevin Knight.
Wow.
Because fuck it, why not? X Division champion. You think the next pay defend the title, right?
No.
Likely here. You know what I predict? We're not doing predictions yet, but I'll just remember this. I predict Chris Sabin pins one of the good hands.
Yeah,
there you go.
He's got to. Well, one thing that actually shocked me about this segment was that Chris Sabin got booed here by the audience. And I don't know if this was just because of the crowd or they respected Ali, but if this continues, I mean,
I think what it is, dude. I think it's the fact that Mustafa Ali, is hot right now. The hottest, the big act right now out there right now, post WWE, and I know he had that crazy match with Mike Bailey at Prestige. I know he's going places and tearing it up, and the fact that he just won his first major title in 20 years. Remember, he never won a major belt in the Fed.
Yeah,
but he got it in TNA. So for him, people are behind him, and they're seeing this what we're seeing, right? About in Ali we trust, which we're supposed to see in the Fed, but it never got to be. So we're seeing it now. And I like it.
It's
Listen,
a great gimmick. I
you,
like
you, you can say, yeah, it's very Magafa Ali, all you want, but bro, people are reacting to it.
Yep.
And you got to remember, it's Louisiana, it's New Orleans, Louisiana. Are you surprised? Like, come on now.
But I figured people would appreciate, Chris Sabin. He's a tenured
Oh yeah,
guy.
they do. I'm sure that they do, but it's like they want something new, right? And I agree with Romeo. We want a title defense. I think we'll get. I think we'll get there. I think obviously, Jake something is getting his title shot first
on regular TNA Impact.
On regular TNA Impact, and I think at Rebellion, that's the next major pay-per-view on the weekend, right? That's when we'll get Mustafa Ali and Chris Sabin again. You know what I want to see? And again, I don't know if they'll do it or not, but Mustafa Ali in an Ultimate X match.
Oh man, he would do some crazy stuff in that.
Exactly,
he really would. Yeah, I hope they do that before his little run in the territory is over, because he's either dropping it back to Sabin or Jake something, and he out of there.
So. Oh, you know what? I'll go one step further. Option C. Let him use that X Division title to invoke Option C. Him and Moose, bro. Because eventually, yes, it's cool that he's doing this X Division stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
But we know Ali can do more.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say that's the little change in TNA, because oh man, this is really TNA. Ali would have just came in and won the world title already.
Yeah. I mean, he won a major title. Remember, he made it at a pay-per-view. Come on.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
I mean, is it considered pay-per-view, or is it like a free? It's like those like Impact. Remember the old Impact Plus pay-per-views?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. I kind of view it almost as like those old school TNA weekly pay-per-views, because they're so close together.
Or those one night, like the one night only.
One night only. Oh no, don't remind me of those, Steve. Those
I had the DVDs, bro. I had some. Remember the brown bag special? Yeah, we got.
Yeah,
I had the World Cup. The TNA the World Cup 2014. I got those DVDs. Oh yeah, I do. I bet your ass I do. But there you go, right? So from there we get a number one. So from there, we got we got the number one contenders match for the knockout side. But before that, George Iceman came out to the ramp.
Oh, that's his name?
George Iceman.
Man, this guy is gold, man.
He is gold. Absolutely. And he brings out Ash by Elegance, and they make an announcement that next week she'll have her second match.
Yeah, major announcement.
Tony Khan got none on them, bro.
Oh my gosh. You know what? George Iceman, this guy, he's making this gimmick work. He's carrying it on his back.
He is. But you know what though? Again, I've said before, with Dana Brooke or Ash by Elegance, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah.
Her going to TNA made a lot of sense because it's all about character work.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. She'll get better.
Yeah.
For example, and I said this before, you remember what was her name, yo? But she was like a referee many years ago in TNA, and she became a wrestler. She was Drew's ex-wife.
Oh, Taryn Terrell.
Taryn Terrell went in there with shitty experience. And as time progressed, she became a better wrestler for it.
That's true.
And look, she wrestled Gail Kim, remember, at Slammiversary 2013? Yeah. So who's to say, right? She becomes this good performer in the ring. It can happen.
Yeah.
So I hope that happens for her. I wish her the best. So we'll see. Who's she gonna? She might wrestle some enhancement talent, get an easy win. So there's that too.
Yeah.
But then we got Xia Brookside versus Tasha Steelz. The match went to a double count out.
Yep.
Why? Because fuck it. Why not?
You need something for Jordan Grace.
Yes. Exactly. So there's hope
for Maxine.
There is. Well.
Nah. Maxine is Stacy Keibler in the modern day.
Man,
I'm just there to look good.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice about it because I seen people on social media already, and I agree with them too. Like, yo, if you pay for a ticket, you can cheer and boo whoever the fuck you want. But I do think, and this is and that's on them because you guys put her on TV real fast.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't give her time to develop. You didn't give her time to get experience. This is where I wish WWE, like, remember back the old NXT Black and Gold had like that relationship with Evolve,
Yeah,
where they'll send some talent to Evolve here and there. I wish they would have that with like Shimmer or Ron. Are those companies still around? Shimmer
that's a great question. I don't even know. I think they are.
I would hope so. Like,
they're probably not as popular as they once were.
Yeah, exactly. They all want to go somewhere else now, but still, you get the idea. Like, get trained. Go to a school, right? I know Natty has a school. If I'm the Natty-o, you're making money off her. Yeah, that's gonna be that's your number one pupil right there. She's gonna exactly. But Jordan Grace came out after the match. She's like, you know what? Fuck all this. Here we're gonna do. We're gonna make a triple threat. It's going to be Jordan Grace versus Xia Brookside versus Tasha Steelz, which is going to happen now. It's official.
Bam.
For the Knockouts Championship, it's going to be triple threat. It has to be Jordan Grace retaining her title here, right?
Please, God. You know what? I'm going to say it, bro. Xia Brookside, unseasoned chicken, bro. I'm not feeling it, bro. I've seen enough. It's been about 4 weeks now. What is it? What is it about this girl? What is it?
Well,
bro, she's just blonde, bro. That's it.
Her dad's a legend.
Man,
in the UK
who's
scene.
her dad? Oh, in the UK scene?
Robbie Brookside, the guy who coaches at NXT Performance Center.
Man, Steve, man. And how does this apply to her, bro?
You would think, hey, man, your dad's like this great coach. You'd think you'd be trained. You would have been, And again, I'm not familiar with much of her work because I didn't really watch NXT UK.
Yeah,
she was more on that brand. I didn't really get to watch it. I know people who have, you know what I mean? But I agree with you. To me, she's just her build. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful here. She looks like any other chick you would see on the independents. That's just starting.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? And that's not a knock on her. That's not me trying to be like an a-hole or anything like that.
Yeah.
But this is an easy win. Likely she's eating the pin. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if you pin Tasha Steelz. I would be shocked.
I honestly think that is who's getting pinned. But to be fair, though, to Xia Brookside, I do want to say this. TNA is not doing her any favors either. They're not showing you no package on why you should like her, why you should she hasn't even got a promo. I don't know if they just like oh my god.
Nah, yo, she's she's under blaze compared to backstage.
Man.
But
yeah. They're not doing her too many favors, but
they're not. And that's the thing too. And it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So let's move on from there, right? Let's move on. Rhino cut a promo backstage where he called out Crazy Steve.
Bro, Rhino's promos are the best thing, bro. He just
it's the same shit. Like, I met you with the gore. Like, bro, it's like 2006 all over. It's like 2005 all over again. Like, all right, bro, we get it. Get in with the gore. Get in with the gore, bro. That's fine. I'll take it. Yeah, man. By all means, bro. Ends it with the gore.
Thank God he's in this division of the show.
The digital media.
Yeah.
Former NWA world champion.
Yeah, man. He main evented the first Bound for Glory.
He did, yeah. Absolutely. He wrestled twice that night. Yeah. Won a gauntlet, then he went on to beat Jeff Jarrett.
Which is rare at the time.
It was, absolutely. And then, I mean, listen, that's probably going to happen at Sacrifice. The graphic's not available yet, so just keep that.
No, I think it's happening on Explosion. They put it up. It's a no DQ match on Explosion. Steve.
Explosion. You don't say, Cpeezy. Explosion. Now, I'm gonna assume Explosion is the equivalent to
the hashtag AEW Rampage after it. Like, no one's watching that. Dude. Yeah. Stop.
Am I right? I mean,
Well, I think it's even lower than Rampage, because it's an internet exclusive show with about
it's like dark. So it's like Dark Elevation, dark.
yeah.
Yes, I suppose. Good for them. So from there we got the main event, the system of Brian Myers, Moose, and Eddie Edwards versus the team of Eric Young and the ABC.
Yes, sir.
I thought this was a fun main event. This is the first time where Moose and Eric Young touched in the ring. Pause.
Hey, yo, hey, yo.
The first time, they exchange in the ring, right? Again, I would have not had Moose wrestle in this match, nor EY, because of the idea this is the first time ever.
Yeah.
It takes away from the pay-per-view match. They already touched. They already got,
Yeah.
You would expect it to be like, all right, this is the first time ever. Then let it be the first time ever.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they wrestling in this? Why are they in this multi-person tag team match? Why are they? It's ridiculous. That's beside the point, though. It was a fun main event, though. A very, very fun main event. Yeah. There's a moment where Chris Bay did like a springboard spin kick to Moose, who's like literally just crotched on the top rope. They did the whole like the art of finesse to like the full for the near fall Moose. Yep. But then obviously Chris Bay ate the fucking pin.
Well, we had to end Black History Month with a bang, Steve.
And lethal leap year, man. Lethal leap year, man. On Southpaw Regional Wrestling. Yep. They didn't give a fuck. Yep.
Oh man,
it's crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy. It is crazy. But that's what happened, yo. Moose, Brian Myers, and Eric and Eddie Edwards, the fucking system. They got the fucking win. I mean, listen, again, it was a fun main event, but again, that's the main event though at Sacrifice.
Oh brother.
Moose and Triple E. EY, Super EY.
Oh, Super Eric.
Psycho EY. So, but overall, listen, Impact was a fun show.
Yeah.
Again, there's build up to Sacrifice. That's going to go down on March 6th. So,
oh my God, that's quick. So we just got out of a pay-per-view. What the heck, TNA?
So literally, I believe let me just check this real quick.
What is it? WWE Universe mode or pay-per-view every 5 seconds?
Well, let me check here. Let's see here. Yeah, it's about Friday, March the 8th. March the 8th.
Might as well be the same thing.
It's the same week of the week of Revolution, right there. Sacrifice that Friday. So
wow.
Likely, if we can, we probably get predictions done. I would say Thursday.
Yeah.
So this coming Thursday, instead of your traditional episode where we recap Impact, we're gonna actually predict Sacrifice for you guys live here on the channel. That's gonna be the plan. As far as review goes, likely we'll just recap it on Kitchen, likely because it's a weekend show and all that stuff. So
yeah,
that's gonna be the plan here. But overall, I'm gonna give this show a B as a grade here. What about you, man?
Yeah, I'll give it like a B minus. I think it was a solid show coming out of the pay-per-view, and they're already hitting the ground on the next one. So
yeah, they're not fucking around.
yeah,
literally. But in case you guys missed it, all right, earlier today, myself and Big Mike, we went live with an episode of Sad, something about Dynamite, Sting's farewell to Dynamite before Revolution. Speaking of Revolution, tomorrow here on the channel, we will be going live at 10 p.m. Eastern with the preview for Revolution.
Ooh.
Yes, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I will be previewing the show. And in case you also missed it, on Tuesday, we did do Raw Rundown, myself and Big Mike. We talked about Cody, the Bloodline Hunter.
The Bloodline Hunter. Well, he took Frankie Kazarian's gimmick?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they are partners with the cigar line, so I mean, why not, right? What's Frankie's Cody's, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And of course, on Monday, we did do Steve's Kitchen. We talked about all the crazy stuff about Triple H becoming the Booker of the Year, Mustafa Ali becoming the X Division champion. We recapped Chamber, both Nick Nemeth and Matt Riddle winning titles in New Japan. And of course, we talked about Brandon Royval shocking everyone and beating Brandon Moreno at UFC Fight in Mexico, along with, of course, we did a watch on that on this past Saturday. Myself, Romeo, and Chase were also in the co-main event. You had Brian Ortega after having his ankle ruled. He rolled his ankle in the introduction, and he beat Yair Rodriguez, submitted him.
That boy T City different, man.
And it was crazy. His ex was in the crowd, bro.
What a dog.
He didn't give a fuck, bro. But you guys can also follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Point Network. You guys can follow me on X at Heel Steven. Cpeezy, let them know where can they check you out, brother.
Yeah, you can follow me on X at Cpeezy Loves You. It's in the description.
Links to everyone's like member, affiliate, their Twitter handles are down below in the description box on YouTube. Hit the follow to everyone there. And that's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you all for watching. All right. Mustafa Ali had his inauguration ceremony ruined. Gosh darn it. That darn MAGA.
Whoa, Steve.
MAGA Ali.
Whoa.
Oh, I know. Mustafa Ali they ruined it, man. They ruined it. But that's going to be it for us, for myself, for Cpeezy, and for the gang. This has been Impact Breakdown here on the Around the Point Network. Good night, everybody.